Morning everyone. Today is December 19th here in Arizona. I just want to show a quick video of these orange bell peppers. Um, this plant almost died actually. Almost had it was infested with aphids earlier this summer. But these are some of the largest bell peppers that I've had so far. I mean, look at this. They've just gotten huge. And they're all over. It's hard to capture it all with the camera, but let me see if I can stand back a little bit. And these plants out here in Arizona, they grow for, I've had some of these grow for 4 or 5 years. But this is a fairly new one that I planted earlier this year from seed. It's probably, it looks like it's about maybe 4 feet tall. Of course, there's no leaves down on the stem because when it was growing, like I said, it got infested with aphids, and they were just taking a toll on it. And I was coming out here and spraying it with I used a mixture of rubbing alcohol, some Dawn soap, and water, and I was spraying them with that. And that I was doing that at least twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, to try and save this plant. So this one managed to survive, although I had 3 more. There was 1 in the back and 2 on this side, and they died. And I had a purple bell planted right here, and that one died, of course, from the aphids. And then this behemoth over here, this is a red bell pepper plant. I had a second one growing right here next to this one. Let me stand back a little bit so you can see it. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. And as you can see, I've got tomato cages all around this plant because it has just gotten huge. I put this one here to support this branch here, this end. And what I'm doing is, as I'm picking the peppers, I'm cutting off the branches so that I can slowly trim it back. Because I hate cutting off a piece of the plant that already has a pepper growing on it. So, and this is another pepper plant I planted that one here a couple years ago, but because it was shaded by this plant and the tomato plants that I had here, it just stayed really small for at least a year or 2. And now that the tomato plant's been cut back, this one is starting to get some more sunlight and grow a little bit. But you can see this tomato plant right here is starting to encroach in this area again. Let me zoom in a little bit closer so you can see some of the red bell peppers. You know, some of them are thin, like this one here. Let's see if I can get the glare out of it. That one's kind of thin. Some are small. I mean, get all different sizes. This one's a pretty decent one. That's another decent one. But this one right here is getting to be really big. It's still green, but it's getting bigger by the day. And there's a whole bunch in there. There's another pepper plant back here. This is a separate one. Let me go around. You can see this one's this one's got some really nice sized peppers on it. And these are all red bell peppers, by the way. So, and there's more over here from the other plant. Some of these get a little bit sunburned. The area that's exposed to the sun seems to get like burnt and dried out. Sometimes it makes a hole in the pepper. I'm not sure if it is the sun or what, but I'm just going to blame it on the sun, especially this Arizona heat. So let's go right back to this side. This pepper plant, oh look, never mind. I was about to say it hasn't produced anything, but I guess it has one growing. It's green. You missed it. It's kind of wedged in between the 2 branches right there, but it should do fine. can see there's some more down in here. There's a little one that still has the flower around it. Some more. I mean, they're just all over. I have a little bucket inside that of peppers that I picked a few days ago from here. Picked all the ripe ones, and look, these are already ready to pick again. I mean, this is just basically, this one right here is just one plant. And then I have that orange bell pepper plant over there. And then I have one in the back, and I have this one. I used to have a lot more when these solar panels right here, but this used to be my old garden bed. It's kind of started weeds growing, but there's 3 bell pepper plants over there. I think 2 of them are red and one is orange. Those were voluntary, I guess you could say. I guess they were just, must have been some seeds in the ground and just ended up growing. But they do have peppers. I really haven't done anything with them because I didn't think they would live. But since they are living, I might as well go over there and one of these days and clean it up a bit. But anyway, back to the pepper plant. Like I said, I've been trimming it. Like this whole area right here was, I mean, it was just outgrowing out all the way, and it's just getting too top heavy. And the reason I'm trimming it is because if I let this grow, every time it produces a pepper, it puts out more shoots and it grows more flowers and more peppers, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So I need to cut it back, otherwise what's going to happen is these branches are going to snap from the weight, and I don't have unlimited tomato cages to keep spreading this thing around the yard. So I'm going to have to trim it back a little bit. This one I probably won't have to worry about for a while. It's still a little small, kind of surviving. It's being shaded by this behemoth over here. So, and over here I got a mixture of tomato plants. They just all, again, they all grew from the seeds that I guess I've thrown in there from the compost. And if I see something grow, I'll either move it if I can, or I will just let it be. This, I believe, is plum tomatoes. I think it's what it is. And there's a ton of tomatoes that just kind of mixed in. Right now, a lot of them are green, but so it's kind of hard to see. And there's some more down here, and some hidden back there. I saw one that looks like it's starting to ripen. Where is it? It's starting to turn a little bit yellowish. There it is back there. If you can see it. Yeah, there it is. It's starting to ripen. That would be the first one. No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. There it is. Let me see if I can find it on the camera. God, it's so difficult to find on the camera. Let's see if I can get a shot of it. There it is back there, right there. It's starting to ripen a little bit. But this tomato plant it's about as tall as I am. And you can see it's spreading out over the pool deck. Now there are some tomatoes here that I have no idea what they are. I don't ever remember buying them or planting these seeds, but they grow in this elongated shape. Like I said, I have no idea what they are. Maybe somebody out there who's watching this video might know. So I don't know. Now the little round ones I do know because I buy those a lot. Those are the plum tomatoes. And you can see there's some more over here. And they're hard to find. I mean, this is such a big bush. Oh, look, here's another one back here. A few of them, actually. They're so hard to find because they blend right in. Oh, hold on, my cat's... Cookie, get over here. Come on. Hurry it up. Let's go. I don't want her back there. Go. Alright, so back at it. So yeah, so these are the tomato plants that I have left. Actually, that's a lie. What am I talking about? I got more over here on this side. I'm just going to show you real quick and then call it a day. excuse the mess. I'm building another garden bed right there. That'll be a separate video of that. It's still in the works. I have some chili pepper plants that I'm growing here. Yeah, the wind, it rained the other day, and the rain kind of knocked them over a little bit, but I need to plant these either in this bed or that one back there. As you can see, this chili plant is just loaded with peppers. If I can get this out of the sun. Okay, there we go. It is about as tall as the fence, which is probably about, I don't know, 6.5 feet. And it's not really staked to anything. There's the root, and the stem goes up, and it keeps going up and up. And then what it's doing is just kind of leaning on the tomato cage from this side and on this side. And I had this line here to shade them. I had a plastic white tarp to shade them from the sun, because it's the summer heat out here in Arizona. It's just brutal. So anyway, there's this chili pepper plant, and then this one right here is a another orange or yellow. Let me see. It is a orange bell pepper plant. This one right here. I bought this one at the store. Though I could have planted it from seed, but. And this used to be a Thai chili pepper plant. It's looking kind of sad right now. It was doing really good. I mean, this plant was overflowing out of the bed, and the summer heat just took a toll on these plants. And I've been trimming it back, trying to cut off the dead parts, and it kind of looks like it's coming back. It kind of doesn't. I've been adding some nutrients and some more compost to the soil, and just try to help it along. Okay, so there's the Thai, the orange, another chili plant. Over here we have another, I'm sorry, this chili plant's in the way, but this one right here is actually a yellow bell pepper plant, and you can see it's kind of been pushed over to the side. And there's some of the yellow plants, some of the peppers. And some of these chili ones, they just look beautiful. Beautiful peppers. And right here in this cage, aside from the other one, it only stops up to here. This is the purple bell. These are they start out green, and then they turn purple. That's a new one. They turn purple, and then once they start to ripen, they turn red, apparently. So there you go. That's a purple bell. It turns red when it's ripened. I thought maybe they were supposed to stay that color, but I guess not. So this one's got quite a few on them. And it's growing another stem out over here off to the side, which is fine. As long as it stays within the cage, you can support it, doesn't break off real good. So, yeah, there you go. Bell peppers all over the place. And a small citrus tree here that I planted. And another one over there. And again, in this real bed, I think I posted this in another video. I got some onions growing right there. So, little chives. And that's the yard. So I got a lot of work to do in here. I gotta clean this mess up, finish this garden bed, get these plants out of the pots and plant them. So, a little bit at a time. Alright, well, I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks for watching. Bye.